Hi there, it's Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat, and I've got another project. And this is a bit of a different project. This is for a swap that I'm doing with the Mini Marvels group, where it's you pair up with somebody and then you create a canvas no bigger than 5 by 5 inches. Because we're a Mini Marvels group, we're all about doing smaller artwork. You do the background and then you send it to your partner, who finishes it off, who equally has done a background and sends you one to finish off. So that's where I'm up to. What I've done so far is I've used not Venice blue at all, ignore that. I must have already put it away, not realised. So I used my double denim opaque Paperartsy fresco finish chalk acrylic, and I've added a really rough layer as the bottom layer. And then I left it to dry, and I've come to it another day. So on this day I thought, oh, I could put the video on and you could see what I've done. And since you've not really missed much, I figured you wouldn't mind you'd missed the initial stages. So all I need to do is create a background that's something that somebody else might like, which adds an extra little layer of, ooh, I hope they like my style, I hope they like what I do, etc. But I am sure that they will be fine. So I'm going to stick this into fast forward so you can see where I get to, and I'll join you at the end. Okay, I think I'm done. So what have I done? Well, as you might remember, I started off this colour, double denim, and I gave a coat of that. Then I added some Venice blue on top, which is a very, very similar colour, just slightly lighter, just to add some thickness to it. And then when that was dry, I added, can't get the words out, I added the Crackle glaze from Paperartsy. And I smeared it on quite thickly, and that took a while to dry. I ended up getting out my heat tool in order to try and dry that up, which actually created some interesting texture marks. Once that was dry, I then took the butternut, a complete contrast in colour, and took that and did a thick layer all over the top, which then these crackles have appeared where the Crackle glaze was. What I then did was took a sanding tool, so it's actually one for using with like coordinations card, But yeah, so I took the sanding block and went over it quite roughly, so that's peeled back some of the paint in some places, and where the texture was really deep on the glaze, it's lifted quite a lot of it there, so I'm really happy with that. Went around with the sanding block all the way around, although I think I've probably covered up all the sanding marks. I might go over that again when it's dry. So that gave it quite a distressed look, obviously, with the crackles and the sanding. So then I took all translucent paints to add a little bit more depth. So in Smoked Paprika and Autumn Fire, I added some more depth using a sponge, using a couple of stencils, just to add a little bit more colouring into a few different places. Then another translucent, which is this terracotta, I used for stamping some text. Now you can barely see it on the front, you can probably see a little bit more in a few places on the sides, but again, just adds that extra layer of depth. I think I can just about see it there and there. Okay, then I also took some yellow archival, what is it, sunflower archival ink, and again just another stamp, just a background stamp. It really didn't matter what it was. It happened to be one from Paperartsy, Ink and the Dog, in relation to sewing. Oh, it's about emotion. It's a definition of emotion, but again, you can hardly see it, but I know I've added in that extra bit of yellow in a few different places. No, probably can't see very much, but it's slightly more yellow there, potentially there. Anyway, so I added that in as well. What I didn't want was anything really obvious and bold, because obviously this is going to somebody else to finish off. Then I went back to the blue colours and did a little bit of Venice blue onto my thing with my fan brush and just added splatters, just to continue with that look of distressing. So I can see that it's almost dry, so I am going to just sand back the edges a little bit more again now, just to see what happens when I do that. Where you can get, oh, perhaps went back a little bit far there, but never mind. No, I think that's okay. I'm quite happy with that. Probably need to even that up by doing it again round here. There we go. And a third place, that's fine. Okay, yeah, happy with that now. So we've added back in that distressing. I've got bits all over my table, so I'm going to have to clear up. But yeah, so added in that distressing again. Really happy with that. So I have no idea what somebody might do to finish off this canvas. They could add flowers, they could add a focal image, they could go really funky with it, who knows. But I'm really happy with that, and what came as a complete surprise was I thought I was going to keep to a blue and grey theme, and then I grabbed the butternut and then that was it. Completely changed my mind about what I was doing. So I am super happy with the little surprise that I gave myself with this canvas, and I'm looking forward to seeing how someone finishes it, and I'm also looking forward to receiving the one that I get from them for me to finish off. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and that lets me and YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to see more in future. But until next time, bye!